Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to a presentation of the 1971 Swinging A's. This is Tabletop Baseball TV, and I hope you enjoy the presentation. Let's go over. I'm using Replay Baseball PC game to keep my stats, using Deep Drive Baseball for the game. And in here in 1 second, we're going to start right up. Replay Baseball, Deep Drive Baseball plays pretty quickly. It's going to be, let's see, let's get the lineup. It's going to be Bert Campaneris leading it off at shortstop, Joe Rudi. Batting second in left field. Batting third is Reggie Jackson, the right fielder. Batting fourth cleanup is Don Mincher, the first baseman. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Sal Bando. Batting sixth is Rick Monday, center fielder. Batting seventh is Dave Duncan, the catcher. Batting eighth is second baseman Dick Green. And batting ninth is Rob Gardner. And we're ready to get started. On the mound for the Chicago White Sox, and that's who we're playing, is Wilbur Wood. He's a lefty. He was 22-13, 44 games, 334 innings pitched, and had a 191 ERA with a 1 WHIP. So he had an outstanding season, really outstanding season. We're ready to roll. The way you play Deep Drive Baseball is you roll 3d10. You read the red first. It's 0 to 49 off the batter, 50 to 99 off the pitcher. And then you read the white. So that's going to be off the pitcher, 68. That's going to be a strikeout. So Bert Campaneris is down swinging, out number 1. Really love everything's there's really very few chart lookups in this game. Maybe a 53 off Wilbur Wood, and that's going to be line base hit Joe Rudi. He's on with a single, 1-out single. That's weird. Don't recognize that number. Anyway, Reggie Jackson. Let's get that single. Here goes. It's an 18, and that is a hit by pitch. Reggie gets plunked. He's going to trot down onto first base, not rubbing it. First and second. Don Mincher hit 12 home runs and 500 at-bats. And that's a 0-0. That's going to be a potential wild pitch. And what is that, a 19? Let's take a quick look. A 19. Show you how this works. 19 says wild pitch if D or F. So pitcher Wilbur Wood is a D or F. He's a wild pitch B. So it's not a wild pitch. So we're going to roll again. And it's a 0-8, and that's going to be line. Base hit, that's going to score Rudi. No, wait a second. There's Rudi may not score on this. Yeah, Rudy's going to have to hold up unless I'm going to try to roll for him to score. You know what? Let me try to roll. Let me try to see what happens. And he is going to be safe. The relay home, not in time. And Jackson, what is Jackson going to do? Jackson is going to potentially go to third. I would roll for Jackson as well. And so I'm going to hold Jackson just to not have to roll for him right now. So it's going to be a single and a run scores. And Jackson stops at second. First and second, 1-0 A's. RBI single for Don Mincher. Sal Bando's up. That's a 0-0 again. Could be a potential wild pitch. And a 13. 13 is going to be wild pitch. Is he an F? And he's not an F. He's a B, so there's no wild pitch. So we're going to roll that again. Sal Bando. It's a 19, and it's ball 4. Bases are loaded. Rick Monday has a left-handed hitter. That field is back. It's still early in the game. It's going to be a 66 That is a strikeout. Big K for Wilbur Wood against Rick Monday. Dave Duncan now with the base loaded and 2 outs. See what he can do. That's a 0-4. Again, that's a potential wild pitch. And an 88. 88 says, if catcher pass ball rating is a D or an F. So the catcher is Egan. Is he a D or an F? I don't know. That's the question. That is the $1 million question. Egan is pass ball rating is an F, so it's going to get by him. Run's going to score. Everybody's going to move up. So pass ball on Egan, and it's 2-0 A's. And we're going to roll again for Dave Duncan, and it's a 90 this time. That's on the pitcher's card, and a 1 is a pop-up, and that's behind the plate. Egan throws his mask away, and he makes the catch. The A's are up 2-0. Bottom of the first. So that was a pretty long first inning. Lee Richard is his name, and he's up. That's going to be a deep drive off Gardner. And a 57 is going to take us to a double off the wall into second base with a leadoff two-bagger is Lee Richard. Mike Andrews is next. It's a 98 and a 2, and that's a ground ball to the first baseman. That's going to get Richard over to third. 3 unassisted. 1 out. And a runner at third base. A 67 is ball 4. So Carlos May walks. Puts runners on the corners for Bill Melton, the right-hander. Bill Melton hit 33 home runs. That's a 13, and that is ball 4. So bases are loaded. Rich McKinney. It's a 65, and that's going to force in a run. Loses him, a walk. 2-1. Still only 1 out. Now it's Rick Reichart. And a 70 is going to be a strikeout. Big strikeout by Rob Gardner. Blows a fastball by Rick Reichart. It's Tommy Egan, the catcher. That's a 98 and a 6. And a 6 is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Campaneris. Floats over to Green. 6-4. And that retires the side. But the White Sox pick up a run. And it's 2-1 A's. We go to top of the second. Dick Green is starting us off 0-4. That's going to be line base hit to left for Green. He's on at first. We're going to get a bunt. Let's see. This is a bunt chart. I'll tell you how it works. 61. That's going to be a strikeout. So that's foul back for strike 2. And then a 79. This time it's going to be an out. And a 6 is going to be a good bunt. And that's the second baseman. Wait a second. Let me see. What did I roll? 5 on the bunt. 5 is on the bunt. That's a catcher. Catcher 2-4 or 2-3, whatever it is. That's the way the game plays it. So Green over to second base and Bert Campaneris. All right, here goes Bert Campaneris, and it's an 80 and a 1, and that's going to be popped up behind the plate. Egan, he's there, puts it away. All right, Joe Rudy. 0-9. That's going to be a ground ball, and through the left side, we're going to try to score Green. That's an 82. He's going to be out. Richard to home, throw home, and he is tagged out. An 82. I couldn't have rolled any worse than that. And he was fast, even fast only goes up to a 69. We rolled an 82, and 82 is going to be a runner is out. So it's going to be a 7-2, and that's going to end the inning. So it's a single. Let's go to detail. Single. Runner is out at home. It's going to be a 7-2, and it's still 2-1, bottom of the second. Put that there. All right. Jay Johnstone is up. That's a 23 and a 5. That's a slow chopper to the shortstop. Campaneris charging. Scoops it, throws, and gets him at first. 1 up, 1 down. Wilbur Wood of 44 and a 9. That's a strikeout. 2 up, 2 down for Rob Gardner, the left-hander. 2 southpaws going at it today. It's a 0-4, and that's going to be ground ball and through the left side for a base hit. Lee Richard is on. Not really much of a base stealer, but I'll roll it just in case. Nah, nothing there. It's got to be really, really low. And it's a 66, and that's going to be ball 4. So Andrews walks. And now it's Carlos May, left-handed hitter. Pitch from Gardner. 13, and that's going to be base hit. Let's see if Richard can score on that. He's fast. He's going to be very fast. He should be able to score, and he does. No, it's a question mark. So we're going to roll to try to score him, and he's going to be out. Very fast. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Very fast. Oh, wait a second. He's safe. Very fast is safe. So it's a single, and Andrews. Let's see Andrews. Andrews is slow, so he's going to stop at second base. And that's a single. Oh. Let's see. Single, runner safe at home. 2 up now. Tied up 2. Bill Melton. It's from Gardner. That's a snake eyes, and that's going to be line base hit to left field. Going to try to score Andrews. And he is Andrews is going to be runner called out, called safe after collision. So he is safe at home. And Carlos May is going to, he's fast on this one. We'll try to move him to third base, and he is out of third base. Yeah. So it's going to be a single. Let's do that. It's a single, run scores. So the White Sox take the lead, and then it's going to be 8-5. Carlos May's out at third. Around third is out, 8-5, and that ends the inning. Three to 2 White Sox. Bill Melton with an RBI single. And it's Reggie Jackson. Reginald Martinez Jackson, number 9. 81, and the 2 is ground ball first base. Carlos May is going to flip to wood covering. 3-1. 1 up, 1 down. Don Mincher. 0-5. That's going to be line base hit to right field. Mincher with a single. Sal Bando's next. It's a 70, and that's going to be a defensive check. That's our first defensive check of the game. A 45 is going to keep us on the error chart, and a 45 is going to be a comebacker to the pitcher Wood, who's a good fielder. And he may get at least a fielder's choice on this. A G1 with a runner on first says B, and a B is a lead runner's forced out. So it's going to be Wilbur Wood with a comebacker, goes to Richard at second, throw to first, not in time to get Bando. It's going to be a 1-6 fielder's choice. Rick Monday now with 2 outs. Runner on first. It's a 90 and a 4, and that's going to be a slow grounder to the second baseman Andrews, who charges, whips it over to first, in time, 4-3, and that retires the side. All right. Oh, Gardner, maybe that's it for Gardner. Gave up a run, and that's it. He can't go anymore. All right, so we're going to pull him. Well, he can go another one, but he's going to be fatigued. Let's see what he can do. Say 32. 32 is going to be an out. And then he goes to 82, and then 82 is an out. So either way, it's an out. It's going to be a ground ball, third base. Bando backhand, long throw to first. Oh, in the dirt, but Mincher scoops it out. 5-3. Rick Reichart. Again, a 32, same exact number. And again, the same result, but this time it's a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop, Campaneris. Campaneris, 2 down. And it's Tommy Egan. Tommy Egan with a 26. That's a strikeout, or a 76 would be a strikeout. So either way, good job by Rob Gardner. Duncan is up. Over with the pitch. 37. And a 3, and that's a ground ball to third. Melton over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Dick Green is next. 32 and a 5, and that's ripped to the second baseman who scoops it and rifles to first and gets his man. 4-3. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter. We get a pinch hitter. That's going to be it for our boy. We're going to get Gronkowski's going to come in and pitch. And Bob Locker's going to come in and pitch. Who's going to pinch hit right now for us? I'm going to try Tommy Harper's going to pinch hit. All right, Tommy Harper. I'm sorry, Tommy Davis, not Tommy Harper. Tommy Davis. I always mix those two guys up. Against Wilbur Wood. 2 outs, top of the 4th. 74, and that's a 7. That's a fly ball right field. McKinney over, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We got a new pitcher. It's going to be let's do Locker. Let's get him to come in. There we go. Locker's in, and it's going to be Johnstone. Jay Johnstone. 73. That's defensive check, and a 54 keeps us on the error side. 54 says, it's a little number in front of the plate. Out from behind the plate is Duncan. He's going to handle this one. No doubt that Duncan can take care of business here. Let's make sure Duncan is he's a 1 catcher. He's terrible. Wait a second. A little number in front of the plate. What do we roll? 54? And a 54, a 1 is going to be, he's going to bobble it, throw to first, not in time. And E2 flashes on the board. So Dave Duncan is charged with an error, and that's going to bring up Wood, who's going to bunt 43. And that is some sort of, hold on a second. 43 is a strikeout, so there's 2 strikes. He squares away again, and that is ball 4. So Wilbur Wood walks. His runner's on first and second. And now we're going to get another bunt, another square away for Lee Richard. That's a 29. And that's going to be an out. A 4 allows us potentially to go get the lead runner. Lead runner is Johnstone. And he's average, so we're not going to do that. Plus, who does it go to? It goes to 26. 26 goes to 4, and that's the second baseman, 3. Yeah, we're not going to go to lead runners. And so it's going to be a sacrifice fly. Sacrifice bunt. And a 4, I believe, was to the catcher, on the bunt. 4, yep. No, wait. 0-1 is a pitcher, 2-3 is a catcher, 4 is a first baseman. All right, so second and third with 1 out. And next is Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews batted 282. Here's the pitch. Infield is in. That's a 10. That's line base hit. It's going to score 1 run. Wood, I doubt that Wood is going to score on this. See what kind of running ability. Oh, he's very slow. Yeah, he's going to hold up. So it's a 4-2 ball game now. Infield is still in for the A's. Carlos May. Here's the pitch from Locker. That's a 20. And a 20 is going to be a base on balls. Bases are loaded. Infield is still in. Phil Melton. Here's the pitch. A 10. That's line. Base hit. That's going to score 1 for sure. Let's see if he'll score Andrews. Andrews is slow, so he's not going to score. But it may give me an option to see if he can. It gives me an option for him to score. But I'm going to hold off on that. So it's bases loaded and McKinney. Bases loaded, McKinney's up, infield is in. 5-2. Walker's having a hard time. 34 and a 2 is a little nubber in front of the plate. And let's see what happens here with the bases loaded in this kind of a play. This is going to be interesting. I haven't seen this one before. So it's a slow little roller in front of the plate. And it's going to be an H, which is better out, other runners advance. So there's only one play, and that's the first. It's going to be basically a 2-3. And everybody advances. So Reichard is up now. Rick Reichard. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's a 0-5. And a 0-5 is line drive base hit. That's going to score 1 for sure. Let's see if Melton, let's see what kind of deal Melton is here. Melton is slow. He becomes average. Let's try to score Melton. And a 94 is not going to do it. He's going to get thrown out. Melton on 94 to 97 is out. So he's going to be out 8-2. So let's erase. It's going to be a single. Single. And one runner scores. The other out at home. 8-2. So we've had I think 2 or 3 runners thrown out already. But the White Sox pick up 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it by a score of 7-2. All right, so Locker's going to be out soon. Next thing will be out. 77 and a 4, and that's going to be a slow grounder to the second baseman, Andrews. Over to first, 1 up, 1 down. And that was Bert Campaneris, by the way, not Tommy Davis. Now it's Joe Rudi. And the 73 and a 0 is going to be lined and caught by the second baseman, Andrews. 2 up, 2 down. L4. Reggie Jackson, 46 and a 6, is a ground ball second base. Andrews throws him out, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Easy peasy for Wilbur Wood in that inning. It's going to be Tommy Egan. We're going to get a new pitcher now. Let's see what we're going to grab here. We're going to grab Lindblad, Paul Lindblad. Here's the pitch. It's a 53. It's going to be line base hit for Egan. He's on with a single. John Stone, 17, and that's going to be strike 3. 1 on, 1 out. Wilbur Wood going to swing away. 49 and a 3 is going to be a hard hit ground ball to the third baseman. This may be a double play. Goes to Green for 1. Back to Mincher. 5-4-3 double play, and that ends the inning. Mincher in the top of the 6th, leading us off. 38 and the 9 is a fly ball center field. 1 away. Sal Bando's next. That's an 18, and that's ball 4. Bando walks. Rick Monday. 36 and a 6, and that's a ground ball second base. To shortstop. And, nope, it's going to be a fielder's choice. 6-4. 6-4 Fielder's Choice. Monday's on at first. Dave Duncan is next. 0-7, that's going to be line base hit. Monday's going to go with 2 outs. Monday's going to go to third easily. First and third, 2 outs. And it's going to be Green. Dick Green. Here's the pitch from Wood. It's a 68, and the 68 is a strikeout. That retires the side. Paul Lindblad against Lee Richard. Bottom of the 6th. 17. It's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down. It's Mike Andrews. And a 25 is going to be a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Lindblad. Looking good, looking sharp. Carlos May, lefty on lefty, 24. That's a strikeout, so he strikes out the side. Don't see that very often, 1971. And now Lindblad's going to get pulled for pinch hitter. It's going to be Gene Tennis. It's my go-to pinch hitter. Then we'll probably bring in Hovell or Mangual or something like that. All right, here goes Gene Tennis. That's a 56. And that's going to be a ground ball and through into center field for a single. Pinch hit single for Gene Tennis. Nobody out, 1 on. 7-2 White Sox. And that's going to be Campaneris. That's going to be a potential wild pitch. 59. And the 59 is wild pitch. Over to second is Tennis. And Campaneris. That's a 25. And that's going to be an 8. That's a fly ball right field. Shallow right. McKinney coming in. Under it makes the catch. Joe Rudy next. Pitch from Wood. 68 should be a strikeout, and it is. That's strike 3. Gets him on the curveball. Nice curveball by Wilbur Wood. And a 0-8 is going to be line drive base hit. And that's going to score Tennis. Yep, it sure does. Reggie Jackson, RBI single. 7-3 now. Don Mincher up. Pitch from Wood. 75 and a 4. That's a slow chopper to second baseman who charges it. Andrews scoops it, throws it, and gets him. 4-3. The A's pick up a run. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Going to need a new pitcher for the A's. Let's see who we're going to bring in. Take a quick look. And Panther. We're going to bring in Panther. See how he does. Jim Panther, but that's his hitting card. That's his hitting card, so we don't need that right now. He's not going to be hitting. Hitting the sack after this, going to sleep. Got a little bit of work tomorrow. A couple of meetings. I don't know where Panther is right now. He's vanished. All right, so Panther comes in. He's in there. He's going to face Melton. See what happens. That's a 14, and that's going to be ball 4. So Panther walks Melton. Rich McKinney's next. 79, and that's a strikeout. Blows one by Rich McKinney. Rick Reichart. A 50 is a deep drive. And a 15 is a potential home run. And we're going to have to look at the ballpark on this. Oh, no, wait. 15. No, 15. That's gone. Rick Reichart. This one deep to left field. Back goes Rudy to the track to the wall. It's out of here. 2-run home run. 9-3 now. Wow, just like that. Tom Egan. 30. It's going to be a strikeout. And Jay Johnstone. An 80. And that's going to be a strikeout. That retires the side. Banda leading us off against Wood. Wood can go a long way. Wood. That's a 21. That's a strikeout. Wilbur Wood, K's Bando. And then an 81 and a 7 is a fly ball to right. Two-way. Rick Monday flies out. Now it's Dave Duncan. And an 81 again. And a 1 is a pop-up to the right side. Carlos May calling for it. And makes the catch, and that retires the side. Wow, just like that. 1, 2, 3 for Wilbur Wood. And Wilbur Wood leads us off in the bottom of the 8th inning. Panthers still in there. It's a 4-2. And the 4-2 is going to be a strikeout. I think that's Panthers' 3rd strikeout so far. Give it up a 2-run homer. And the 37 is going to be a 2, which is a comebacker. 1-3. And 28 is going to be defense. See what happens. 79. That's going to be the error range, and it's a shortstop. Nice play by Campaneris. Throw is low, scooped by Mincher, and that retires the side. Top of the 9th, last licks for the A's. The A's are losing 9-3. Terrible game. Wood against Green. Let's see if Wood can go here. Let's see Wood. What has he done? Wood has gone 34 batters. Let's see what he's done according to. He's gone. All right, he's faced the lineup 3 times. 3 times. Plus he's got it. That's 11. Plus he's given up a run. That's 12. So he still has this one last thing to go. He can finish this off. He's got 13 points. All right. Here goes. Green. Green, a pinch hitter. And a 72 and a 3 is a ground ball to the third baseman who charges Melton. Throws on the run and gets him. Gets it Green. Now we're looking at who we're going to bring in here to pinch hit. Hovley. No, he's a lefty. I want to bring him in. We will bring in Mangual. Angel Mangual. A tough game. Tough game for the A's today. Mangual, here goes. Here's the pitch from Wilbur Wood, 25. And a 25, a 0 is going to be lined and caught by Melton at third base, L5. So the A's are down to their last out. They're losing 9-3 in the top of the 9th playing deep drive baseball. Here it is. That's a 53. And that's going to be line base hit center field. Johnstone plays it on hop. Campaneris is on at first. No base hit in right now. Joe Rudy pitch from Wilbur Wood. And a 39. It's going to be a comebacker to Wood. Feels his position. Throws Rudy out. And that's the ball game. Just like that. Holy smokes. And the A's drop to 7-4. The White Sox improve their record. Approaching 500. They're at 4-6. Wilbur Wood is 2-0. Rob Gardner lost the game 0-1. The MVP is Wilbur Wood. Let's take a quick look at the box score, see if anything really stands out. 2 hits for Rudy, 2 hits for Mincher. And that's it offensively. Locker gave up 1 earned run. Panther gave up 2 runs. Gotta look at that endurance rule on there. With the runs given up. Let's see. Pitcher began appearance endurance that can during his number. Who's the number of the closer? Oh, if he gives up, wait a second. Point after he gives up 5. I don't think he faced 5 batters. I'm not too sure in that inning. Let's see how many batters Panther faced. He faced 8 altogether and gave up a walk, a hit, and that hit was a 2-run homer, so he was still okay. All right, so Panther ERA is 14.54. His ERA in reality, I think, was like 9 or something like that. Yeah, no, it was 11.12. So he's kind of living up to his stats, his real life stats. And that's it. So this was a really disheartening loss. We were behind the whole game. It was just like we were up for a short time early on, but then we fell behind and we never were able to recover from that. I'll give you the line score on this. The A's had 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, while the White Sox had 9 runs, 9 hits, no errors. And we're going to play this day out very quickly here using let me see if I can play this day. There it is. Okay. I'm going to play this day out. I'm going to go next day. And then I'll try to play the next day until it gets to my team, and then it stops automatically. Where are the A's? Okay, the A's in Chicago. It's going to be Fingers versus Bradley. This is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for stopping by. This is Tabletop Baseball TV. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you soon. Keep dry baseball.